Today we're making pork stuffed cabbage rolls.
It's Thanksgiving week, guys, so we probably should be making some kind of Thanksgiving dish. Nay. Gina doesn't do Thanksgiving dishes.
No.
We want to cater to what Gina makes. And maybe you don't make Thanksgiving dishes. So this is going to be a creative take on what Gina makes.
Yes, so you could, I guess if you wanted, have this at Thanksgiving dinner. My husband does not like Thanksgiving dinner. He doesn't like turkey. I think he likes mashed potatoes and gravy, okay, but so I guess if you're in a situation like that you don't really like Thanksgiving dinner, you could make this.
Yeah.
But this is a anytime kind of a meal. You don't have to use the oven, so you don't have to bake it. So you could do it in the summer. You can do it in the winter because it's kind of a comfort kind of food. Now, this is something that for me has always been tricky about this meal, is what to put on the side of it, because you have a vegetable, you have meat, you have rice. So what do you put next to it? We do a lot. I will do rice-a-roni or those like pasta-roni things.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what they're called, pasta-roni. You could maybe do mashed potatoes and gravy, and you had a couple of great ideas too of what you could do.
Yeah, maybe add a bread to it or some kind of a fruit, something.
Especially in the summer, I think.
Let's get cracking. I'm going to do a lot of filming, and I'm just gonna let Gina guide you through this. I'll just chime in occasionally. Take it away, Gina.
Okay. So today I am making pork stuffed cabbage rolls, one of my specialties. Now, every other time, so Sonia teaches me to cook, and then I cook something that I'm known for. To be honest, I'm kind of running out of ideas, so we'll see what comes up in a couple months, what I can cook. This is one of my specialties. You know when you watch these videos, if I can cook it, so can you, because I can't cook at all. So if I can cook this, you can too. And it's delicious. My kids love it. They request it all the time. I'm just gonna show you the ingredients. I'm gonna talk you through what you need to do.
For this recipe, you will need 1 head of cabbage with big leaves, 1 can cheddar cheese soup, 1 package of sausage, 1 egg, 1 cup minute rice, salt and pepper to taste, and 1 cup of water.
So the first thing you want to do is you want to buy a head of cabbage. When you pick it out, you want the leaves to be pretty big, not really torn, because you're going to use these to wrap the pork in. I will tell you that my husband does, but we don't really like the cabbage, and so I tried to make it without the cabbage one time and it was not good. So even if you don't eat the cabbage, use the cabbage. It's the vehicle for cooking it. I don't know. So I'll show you that in a minute. You're gonna need a cup of minute rice, 1 can of cheddar cheese soup. I have made this before with my own cheddar cheese soup. I've made that and it's pretty easy and it's delicious, but this is simple, so we're doing that today. 1 egg and a package of sausage. Today I'm using hot because that's all they had at the store, but it does add a nice kick. So if your family likes, it's not too hot. If your family likes hot, then you can get some hot or regular. I would not use like a maple flavor in this. I don't think that would be good. So just a regular pork sausage, hot or something, but don't use, maple is not gonna be good. I guess you can judge for yourself after you see this if you'd wanna put maple in there. I don't think it would be good. And then salt and pepper, that's it. So super easy ingredients, easy to make. So let's get started. All right, what you're gonna do first is you're going to cut out this center part. With a knife, I'm gonna show you. And then you're gonna boil the cabbage. The reason for that is to make the leaves soft, so that when you put the sausage in there and you fold them up like little envelopes, that this is easy to work with. You're just gonna take your knife and cut into that, just like that. This is dangerous. Really don't do this. I mean, I would normally do it like this, but I just want you to see what I'm doing. So then you're gonna take that spot and you're gonna cut there. And like this, almost like a triangle. All you wanna do is you just wanna cut out that middle part like that. If you can see this part. And again, the reason for that makes the leaves easier to pull out. I have in this big pot hot water already. So I'm just going to stick the cabbage in there face down, just like this. Now I'm just going to turn it on to high to boil. It doesn't have to be a long time. Again, you just want to get those leaves soft. Okay, so while that's boiling, you're going to make the mixture. So I just have a bowl. So 1 cup of minute rice, I've already measured that out. Pour that in there. You're gonna crack your egg in. I usually put the meat in, but first it doesn't really matter the order. Now we're just gonna plop our sausage in there. Not as easy as it should be because of course you're on camera. You're only gonna use half of the cheddar cheese soup in the mixture. The other half of it you're gonna put on top of the cabbage after they're rolled up in there, because for people who like to eat the cabbage, then it makes the cabbage taste better. But I did one time also decide that because we didn't like to eat the cabbage, I should put the whole can of cheddar cheese soup in there, because that, I mean, more cheese is always better, right? It really wasn't that good, so I would not suggest doing that. And just a little bit of salt and pepper, however much that you like. I don't measure this part because, you know, you can salt and pepper more later. This you can see is probably one of the spatulas I've used before, maybe in the blender. It's missing some pieces. How I roll my cooking. And then you're just gonna mix this up. So the sausage takes a little bit to mix. You can see it's just kind of, so just like break that up. Soon, you're gonna mix around the egg. Look at me mix. Mixing master. So you just want it to, you don't want any like big chunks of meat, you know, globbed. You just want it to be nicely mixed together. The cheese you can see, you can't really see the egg anymore. So we are, whoops, getting there. So the cabbage is boiling and ready to go. So I've turned off the heat and we're gonna go over to the sink. One thing you wanna be careful of, let me just kind of move this a little bit. And this has really kind of fallen apart, but that boiling water gets all down inside there and it is hot, really hot, so don't burn yourself. I like to put it in my strainer so that that water can come out, but I usually like to put it the other way. And then I also like to just run some cold water in it over it so you don't burn yourself. These leaves are falling right off, which is fabulous. Be careful because it will, the water will come out of those cabbage leaves and make a beautiful mess on your counter. So now you're just gonna take those leaves, and these one, I mean, this is perfect because they are falling apart, but you're just gonna take the leaf like this, okay? And just hold it in your hand and you're just gonna scoop. And you just kind of eyeball it. It doesn't have to be exact. You're gonna scoop about a palmful in there into that little guy. And then you're just gonna fold them up into a little envelope. So, can you guys believe how fancy I am? So, it's just gonna look like that, okay? Now, you're gonna take that side that you folded and you're just going to set it down, just like that, oop, into your thing. And then you're just gonna do that until your mixture is gone. You can kind of see like this one is a little bit broken. But if you get a cabbage that's small, when you get down to the bottom, you're, they just get kind of too small to wrap up in, and you just don't want that. This probably makes about, I want to say about 8 maybe, cabbage rolls. And then you just want to take the next leaf kind of in order, right? And they just come right off. That one, this one is a lot better than the last one. So, that's probably good. So you just want to fold kind of that hard part again. You just want to fold it into just this cute little cabbage ball. You can see the cabbage rolls are ready. This was 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A couple of them are kind of bigger than the others, so I maybe could have got a little bit out of those and made 8. You can, I don't really ever measure, I just do what I do. So, but if you had a certain amount of people in your family, then you could just do that, right? Now, you're gonna take 1 cup of water and just pour it in the bottom of your pan. And then you're gonna take the rest of your cheddar cheese sauce and you're just gonna kind of put it over there on each one. This is what makes the cabbage taste so yummy if you like to eat the cabbage. And get it on each of them, easy peasy. And you can see I'm just doing about a spoonful on each one. And again, I don't measure it out, I just do it, and then kind of at the end, this is gonna come out about perfect. And you just, it kind of sticks on there, you just wanna spread it around. Then, we are done. So, you're gonna turn this on to medium. Cover it, and in about 30 minutes it's ready to go. Done. So we'll see in about 30 minutes what it looks like. And Sonya's gonna taste it and give it the blind taste test. Now, we don't like the cabbage, I told you, so we just take a fork and peel that off and throw it in the garbage. But people that like cabbage just take a knife and cut it up and eat it with the meat inside. I did a little bit of rice-a-roni to go with it. You can do the things that we talked about or something else. If you have a super great idea of what would be good on the side of this, let us know in the comments.
It's time. It's time to test. And I'm gonna do it with the cabbage on it and
She's
everything.
gonna try it.
I want the full experience.
All the way. Okay, here we go.
So I had to cut it up because, you know, I had to go off camera for that.
Yeah.
So this is with the cabbage. I'm sure this is gonna be splendid. Here we go. Ah, as I stab my face. Guys, Gina cooks.
I cook.
That's really good. That is good.
Yay, it is good, huh? It's
Even with the
popular.
cabbage.
Yeah, and I will say I have tried the cabbage lately. My sister-in-law made some with the cabbage, and I tried it, and I'm like, okay, it's not so bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The cabbage itself. You don't really, I mean, it's so flavorful because you have the little bit spicier sausage in it. And so it takes the cabbaginess out of it kind of.
Yeah, yeah. It's not too, I feel like the cabbage is not too cabbagey. If you don't like cabbage, it's not overpowering. It's
No,
we
not
just,
at all.
You know, we
I
just
think
don't
it
like
just
it.
enhances it, yeah.
You know, I don't know, we're kind of stinkers, but.
Well, cabbage generally is a stinker, you know?
I know, cabbage is a stinker.
It's a stinker,
Yes,
really.
it is a stinker. Yes, and again, I was like, well, we're not eating the cabbage, so I'm just gonna I just made the mixture and just put it in the, no. It does, it needs it just needs it. Needs the cabbage to help it cook. And it was really, it helps the meat be tender. I feel like without it, it was just dry.
It's like hamburger kind of dry, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do
Well,
that.
I imagine that those cabbage rolls keep the moisture in. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this for Brett. Brett will love these.
Yeah, good.
Brett, you're gonna love these.
All right, guys, it was a win.
It was a win! She did so good.
If I can do it, so can you. Yeah,
That seems so easy.
It really is easy. Okay, so let us know in the comments if you try this, what you might put on the side of it. And
Sure. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell.
And you can see our giveaway is coming up. So make sure you are liking and sharing our videos and getting that stuff out there so you can be in our giveaway. It's gonna be exciting and more news is coming. We just wanna get it all set before we let the cat out of the bag. See you next week, 7 a.m. Tuesdays. Bye. Spread it to everyone. No, I would never do that. Never. I would not use sausage. No, I would use sausage because that's what this is. The ease. I'm really gonna have to dig deep after this. Trying to get the presents out of the bag. Painless. Oh, my hair is